Sometimes when you look across the field and you see the opposing team, you will spy out large and intimidating players on the other side. You might think to yourself, we're outmanned, we're going to take a bruising tonight, but do not despair. Our big guys, our intimidating bruisers have not even got on the field yet. This game is going to go better than what we thought. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10 Minute Torah with day number 1 of the Torah portion of Vayishlach. Let's go to Bereshit of Genesis chapter number 32 and read verse 3 through 4. And Yaakov sent messengers, malachim. We would transliterate that as M-A-L-A-C-H-I-M. I-M meaning plural. Malachim, messengers, before him to Esau his brother in the land of Seir in the field of Edom, and commanded them, saying, say this to my master Esau. So he's sending them with a message. These are message carriers. Are these men, a group of men that he has employed, or are these of the same class of individuals that he saw last week as we studied in chapter 28, the messengers of Yah going up and down on the ladder that stretched from the earth into the heavens, the messenger beings. These beings take on various forms. We read in the book of Ezekiel about the cherubim. Cherubs, we have called them. They're not fat baby angels. These are powerful beings having the face of a man, a lion, an ox, and an eagle with 6 wings, full of eyes, and they make up the very throne of Yah that he flies upon, the psalmist describes. They are also called the 4 beasts in the book of Revelation, in your King Jimmy version. And so these are very powerful beings. The seraphim are those that Isaiah in Yeshayahu chapter 6, Isaiah the prophet saw. They stand on either side of the throne and they cry out, Kadosh, 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 set apart, set apart, set apart, or holy, holy, holy is Yahweh, unceasingly. Seraphim giving us the idea that these are messengers of fire. We see archangels. We see territorial principality style angels in the book of Daniel, chapter number 10. You will see that Gabriel is sent with an answer to the prophet's prayers, and he's informing Daniel, I had to fight 21 days against the prince of Persia, this principality that resisted the answer to your prayer. He says that Michael, the angel that stands over Israel, he came and helped me in order for you to get this message. And when I leave here, I have to fight against the prince of Greece, another principality. And so we see then that there are messengers that have to even war in the spirit realm to get a message to us, but they come to tell us what we need to hear. In Psalms chapter number 91, verse 11 and 12, notice how that he is saying this to us, to you, to me. For he, that is Yahweh, commands his messengers, his malachim, concerning you, to guard you and all your ways. They bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. They come to protect. They come to guard. They come to give information. We think, well, they're just in the Tanakh, what is erroneously called the Old Testament. In the first giving of the Testament, they are shown again and again how that they speak to the prophets, how that they minister to Abraham, how that they minister to Yaakov, how that they minister to the various prophets. And we might think, well, they're relegated to the old times. No, they're on the field for us. It would seem, and oftentimes, that we're being outmanned, outgunned, out-controlled, out-manipulated, that we're being intimidated, all the things that are being threatened against us. Those that are seeking to walk uprightly and righteously seem to be on the smaller team, on the losing side of the field. But we got some big bruisers. that are standing with us. Wait till they take the field. In the book of Matthew, chapter number 1, we find for the first of three times, Joseph, the husband of Mary, or Miriam, the mother of Yeshua, was given a vision. And it says that when she found out that she was going to be bringing forth this Messiah, Yeshua, that verse 20, Yahweh appeared to him in a dream, or a messenger, of Yahweh appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, don't be afraid to take Miriam as your wife. This is a thing of the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. In chapter number 2, it says in verse number 13, and when they left, see, a messenger of Yahweh appeared to Joseph in a dream, telling him to take the child and his mother and flee to Mitzrayim, or to Egypt. And verse number 20, again, this messenger appears to him in a dream and says, arise and take the child and his mother and go back to the land of Israel, for those seeking his life are now dead. 3 times this man receives a message from Yah through a messenger in a dream. In the book of Luke, chapter number 1, Zechariah is standing putting incense on the altar in the temple, and a messenger of Yahweh in verse number 11 speaks to him and says, you and your wife Elisheva are going to have a son, and you're to call his name Yochanan. And he tells him about how great he is going to be. The same chapter. In verse number 26, in the 6th month, that is, of Elisheva's pregnancy, then the messenger Gabriel was sent by Elohim to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a maiden engaged to a man whose name was Joseph. The maiden's name was Miriam. He comes to tell her, you're going to bear the Messiah. And so we see over and over again how that Yah sends messengers to let people know the strategic role that they're going to play, the significance that they're going to walk in. In Matthew chapter number 4, after Yeshua had been tempted by Hasatan and he had endured 40 days of fasting, it says that a messenger came and ministered to him. It's interesting also then in the day that Yeshua was praying in the garden prior to his crucifixion, as he was suffering in prayer, that messengers came and they ministered to him. We find that the tomb was guarded. The tomb of Yeshua was guarded by messengers who informed the women that came there, he's not here, he has risen as he said. I found something in the book of Acts I really had not paid attention to before. In Acts chapter number 5, it says in verse 17, the high priest rose up and all those with him, which is of the sect of the Sadducees, and they were filled with jealousy. And they seized the emissaries, that is the apostles, and put them in public jail. And I had never really read and paid attention to that, but did he arrest all of them? The whole group? I knew that, Peter and John, Kepha and Yochanan, they had been put in prison at one time, and Kepha has. I didn't realize that all of them perhaps had been put in prison. But it says in verse 19, but a messenger of Yahweh opened the prison doors at night and brought them out. So go preach in the streets. A messenger ministered to Rabbi Shaul, the Apostle Paul, on a ship that was doomed for shipwreck, and said, I'm giving you and all of this crew safety. They're all going to live. Over and over and over again, the messengers of Yahweh are recorded in this word, showing up in moments of persecution, moments of distress, moments of necessary information, and enlightening and enabling people who belong to Yah to understand and know what's next. This is what you need to do. Should you and I not then also anticipate that they're going to stand with us in our behalf? Now, I'm not promoting the study of angels and angelology and fascination with them. I'm just wanting to let you know you are not alone. The mighty messengers of Yahweh our Elohim stand with us, and they will intervene in our behalf. Be encouraged. We win after all. More tomorrow. Till then, shalom.